You're now listening to the Zod and Drea podcast.
Forecast today is.
Are you easy listening sounds?
I am easy listening with jazz coming to you. 108.5 Zod and Drea. Yo, what's up, people? Zod and Drea coming at you once again.
Can you believe it's almost May?
I can't believe anything. I'm swallowing pills right now.
Oh gosh.
No, not Vicodin. Just
Not
Tylenol.
today.
Not today. Not today. Not today, Satan. So
push it back. Push it just way back.
God, that stuff is disgusting. So anyway, we have a great show for you today, of course. We're hoping everybody had a great week. We did. We were so busy. I mean, we were really busy that we almost forgot the podcast was due.
I'm still tired from it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was a crazy weekend. Not just doing political activism, but, God, just a lot of personal stuff. You know?
Right. We had a wedding. Shout out to... Alma and Masabi.
Alma Masabi, shout out.
De Oca de Parera. There we go.
Yeah, shout out to Alma and Masabi on their nuptials. It was a wild wedding. It was definitely something to be seen. She looked beautiful.
Yeah.
He looked nice and handsome. Had his haircut. You know, the 38.
The chongo was tight.
Everything was tight. So we're glad that you guys have found love. And you know what's funny about that? Yeah, I'm gonna put on my jump street. But it's like when we were talking about couples linking up and who would get married. You know what? I had pegged them to be last.
Right.
You remember that?
You did.
And
did.
They were the first one out of all of us. So shout out for beating the zodiac odds for doing that, guys.
Beautiful wedding, and you both look like you're very happy.
Yep, beautiful. But yeah, moving on. Let's talk about what show we're gonna wind up having. So
let's talk about
the prayers. We're going to be talking about the prayers on the off topic in a political setting because something happened over here. I think it was last weekend or so. That was kind of wild. So we want to kind of talk about that. Then moving forward, we got to do our TV review. We didn't see a movie this week because
we were so damn busy.
We were so busy, so we were watching the old 1978 versions of The Incredible Hulk. So we got to talk about that.
It has been a blast.
And then our main topic will be, what do young people have that older people want?
Those whippersnappers.
Yes. So this will be a fun episode. So let's get into it. All right. So we're going to talk about The Incredible Hulk because we have to.
Okay.
Let's talk about something fun.
Now tell me about the fascination about the Hulk. I know why I love the Hulk. Why do you love the Hulk?
I love the Hulk. I have loved the Hulk for a long time. Batman and the Hulk. So we're talking DC and Marvel. They're just, Batman is this creative, super genius, billionaire. Mm-hmm. And Hulk is like the opposite. He's just a doctor guy, he doesn't necessarily have any money. And in the TV show, he's really a grifter. This genius grifter who just walks around, and every town he goes to, he gets his ass handed to him, beat up to shit, until he turns into the Hulk. You ask why I love the Hulk. It's like, where else can you get good things like this? That's what he does. He smashes. Mm-hmm. What else does he do? What?
I was like,
Let's do it, Hulk. Let's go smash.
He tries to bring others into his shenanigans.
He's always ready for a fight. You know what I mean? Like the thing of what's so creative about him is, okay, think about it. He was a combination of pretty much Jekyll and Hyde and Frankenstein.
Right, that's the original basis, right?
Yeah, for the
story.
For the comic book. So you think about even then, he was originally gray. Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Yeah, he was originally gray because they wanted him to be gray. There is a gray Hulk, just to let you know. There is a gray Hulk that does exist. There's also a red Hulk.
Red?
Yep, but we'll get into that later.
Oh.
That's comic books. And but this is more the Savage Hulk, because there's also a Genius Hulk. But anyway, that's something else.
I'm confused.
Yeah, you would be. And they all weigh different. That's what's funny. They're all a different weight. But this Hulk was, let's just talk about this one. This one in the 1970s. But he was gray because of a color issue in the comic book. So then they had to change it to green, and that's why. But like the genius in him is that he just gets mad and smashes things. I'm like, that's genius. That's it. Like that's it. He just gets to destroy stuff because he's pissed. Like,
and he doesn't remember it.
And he doesn't remember. Don't we all want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to do that. I just like just turn green, turn 7 feet tall, and just beat shit up.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, the TV series it aired in 1978, starring Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk, and it was something that I grew up with as a kid. You know, like my brother Scott and I, like we just grew up with that. Neil already was collecting comic books, so you know I'm sure he checked all of them out. My sister was kind of like, whatever, she can take it or leave it. But it's funny because she does know like a couple of the episodes that were memorable. So we were like a family of Hulk people that sat around the TV, you know, on CBS in the 1970s and early 80s because it was on for 5 seasons. But, you know, this past week, I just got into it. I was like, you know what? Even though I've had three seasons, I wanted to get all 5, so I got the other 2, and we just been having a ball because these things are hilarious.
How come? Okay, there was the one episode, right? I still crack up at it, where the Hulk again, he's drifting into town. Bill Bixby's character, you know,
David Banner.
David Banner, which again in
the comic books, he's Bruce.
Bruce Banner, right?
Yeah, but here they changed for the TV. They changed it to David.
And he ends up in a town where every single person is a jerk. Every single person is so mean to him.
You're talking about the first?
Yeah. It's like he can't go anywhere.
Like, I mean, from the door, he's like, hello, I just want to seek out this woman. Oh, you can't miss her. She's on the bench in the park. That was the only nice guy. The brother man. The brother man. Yeah, he was the only nice guy. He's like, oh, she's in the park. Cool. He goes over there. Hi, you know, my name is David Brennan, you know, whatever. He always changed his last name to a B last name because he's running from the law and he's running from a reporter. And, I mean, it's like from that point, hi, yeah, I just wanted to ask about your, you know, your ex-husband's, you know, work. All of a sudden, 2 guys are like, yo, what the fuck you asking about? Like, who are you?
Not even talking to you. No one's even talking to you. And they break into people's houses all the time.
All day. And if they're pissed off, oh my God, that's that noise. Like that Molotov cocktail.
One fight scene was the best fight scene ever. Not because of the actual, like, choreography of the fight, but the setting, right? So it was a fight scene in which you thought was, like, this old-timey bar, right? Turns out, as they're fighting throughout the Hulk, or not even the Hulk, it was some other creature.
Del Fry. It was Del Fry's creature, yeah.
Oh, my God. That turns out it's a bar, post office, tackle shop.
They were selling chairs, like lawn chairs, in like a room the size of our living room.
It was nuts. So it's like once they bash it over, I was like, babe, so that means that this town doesn't got any more post office. They get no more mail.
I'll tell you, we can't even. We have to go on the next topic, but like it flew that fast. This show, 1978, The Incredible Hulk. If you get a chance to watch it, just find it. It's like nostalgia, and it's just hilarious. And you know, we also downloaded 5 seasons of Wonder Woman, but that's another. But anyway, let's move on. So we're going to talk really quickly about prayers in a political setting.
Okay. This was an interesting situation that happened in Phoenix last week. So, Representative Salman, correct?
Yeah, Athena Salman.
She was chosen. Now, all the representatives on the floor every day are chosen on who gets to do the opening prayer, I guess, for the session.
Yeah.
And she was chosen to do it, and her prayer wasn't up to standards to some of the other representatives.
It wasn't towards a deity. She had a humanist prayer because she's an atheist.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, go right ahead.
Oh no! I'm just saying that it was like a standard prayer of everybody to kind of look into themselves, and just the higher power is more like yourself, and just be a good person.
Right.
You know,
overall, be a good person. Look for the higher power within you to find love and light for them, and there was immediately before she even ended it. It was, I don't remember his name. I wish I had his name in front of me.
Oh, man. What Representative Mark Fitchum. Wait, I think it's, yeah. It was Representative Mark Fitchum, Republican from Oro Valley, and he wanted to do the real prayer.
Oro Valley is the most Republican area, too, of the state.
Yeah, I believe it was him, and if it isn't, sorry, but I believe it's you, Mark. So, basically, she did the prayer, and he decided it wasn't up to snuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was that? I'm going to do a real prayer. Dear God, too bad, blah, blah, those that are ignorant to blah. Then he, insulted
her.
He insulted her in his prayer. I mean, it was we know Athena Salman. We know her. We've interviewed her. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. You can actually go on the Zod and Drea podcast on the YouTube videos or on our website and click on the videos, and you will see our interview with her under the David Garcia video.
Right. So she's talking about education in our video, and she gets very emotional talking about her aunt, who's a teacher.
Yes, very sweet woman. I mean, very, very friendly, very responsive. She will get back to you. She hugs you when she sees you. You know.
She went door to door to get votes in her area that was not very voter friendly, and she changed that conversation.
And she won. And here she is, who is a person who does reaching out. She reaches out. So even in the eyes of God, as a humanist, she's doing the right thing. And here's this guy who's like, you know what, you don't do the right thing. These are the house rules where you have to pray to a deity, more or less. You know, you have to pray to a higher power. And it's like, what if you don't believe in a higher power?
And there was nothing in the Arizona Constitution that stated specifically you had to use the word God. It did say that there was a whatever it was that you devote yourself to, but there doesn't give any clear specifics. So she had asked when she was on the floor, did I offend blah, blah, blah regulation or standard or whatever? And then they did say, yes, you did violate it.
Yeah,
and she was like, well, what's the proof?
They never offer proof. And the thing is, here's the deal with this. You know, we're sitting here in a place where we're not supposed to have church and state crossing lines. You know, and yet in schools, you know, indivisible under God. You know, what if you don't believe in that? You know, hand on the heart. There's certain things that are supposed to be separate. They're supposed to be. So why are you praying in a political setting anyway? You know what? You should just be doing business. And if it is like an open prayer, you know, there's a lot of interfaiths. So what is not up to standards then? It's like, well, you know what? Someone made a really great point. They're like, well, the Church of Satan exists.
Yes.
So if they felt their higher power was Satan, would they be able to do it? And would the people like Mark, whatever, Mitchum or whatever fuck, Fincham, you know, would he get offended by it?
Oh, you know it.
You know he would.
It.
So, you know, her not pointing someone out, it was a ridiculous thing. And it's like, okay, if you're supposed to separate church and state, you know what, personally, to Zod, I don't think that they should have prayer in that setting regardless. Just get down to business and do your thing. You know, if you want to pray, go to church.
I know the government's supposed to represent all the people. All the people do not believe in a God. You know, if you're truly representing the people, you know. So, like in Athena's case, where, you know, you do, and I know some atheists that are fantastic people. So, again, it's like represent who it is that's voting for you.
And that's it. But the good thing is, the whole interfaith community came out in support of her the next day. And it was
Please listen carefully. Please listen
we'll be
carefully.
back.
They showed them.
Once again, make sure you listen to the Zod and Drea podcast by subscribing to one of the following podcast methods: iTunes, Google Play, or YouTube. Visit our website at www.zodanddrea.com to go directly to the links, or if you choose, you can listen to each podcast episode directly on the website under their individual posts.
Want to get involved and have your voice heard on the next podcast? Then be sure to tune in to the question of the week on our website, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram page. And dial in and leave a message on our voicemail at 323-963-4221.
If you're an advertiser who would like to have your 30-second or 1-minute placement on our podcast or YouTube episode, please contact us at info@zodanddrea.com and we'll send you a price list. Space is limited for each episode.
The next podcast might even have you as a featured guest.
Tune in, check us out, and get involved.
And we're back.
All right, people.
All right, so let's get started then on our main topic, because the time always seems to fly by
It always
so
does.
quickly. Okay, so our main topic is, what do young people have that the older people want? So I immediately thought of when you brought up this title and this subject about the cosmetic industry, right? And it's $1 gazillion. Yes, I said $1 gazillion because, you know, if you want to think about it from the inception of marketing for cosmetic industries, CoverGirl, perfume,
L'Oreal.
yes, everything is geared towards, put this on your face, you will look younger, you will be more attractive to whoever it is you're attracting. But no matter what, it will keep you young. It will keep you dewy skin, youthful. And as a woman, yes, we all fall for it. Like, okay, this cream is going to be the cream to help me. This eye serum is going to be the one to take the puffiness out so I don't look so tired and old. Oh, this cream or this lipstick's going to make my lips look fantastic and not so wrinkly and dry. And you have to stop to think about it. Like, what is it about being young? When I think about it in my teenage years, I don't want to go back to that. I was a hot mess.
You know, it's like, coming up with this topic, it sounds like it's geared a lot towards women, and what they do. And you almost got to wonder why that is. Like, why would a woman want to seek to compete with somebody who's younger? But guys also do it the same. They just do it differently. Such as, some guys will be using, not Grecian formula. That was the old school stuff. That was, but like hair for men. You remember, dyeing their hair. It's like, oh, I'm getting grays and this and that. Or, even guys go and get Juvederm and, some Botox things and looking crazy. A lot of actors do.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, George Clooney did that, didn't he?
I don't know if George did, but let's take an extreme case like Mickey Rourke.
Oh Lord.
Mickey Hot Mess Rourke. I like the guy, but god damn.
You think all the fighting scenes that he'd do, like his fillers would get all jacked up?
Something. Well, he looks like he's gotten into a fight from all the fillers. Oh man, let's not talk about my man Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton, like his face is crazy and his hair is still black. It's like, Wayne, you're like 94. What are you doing?
That's like black midnight hair.
Midnight. It's like he used shoe polish. And it's like you wonder why would people do it? It's like, I can understand, some people shopping at Forever 21 or Hot Topic for the accessories. You might, but when you're sitting there trying to get the clothes, the latest fashion, now, look, I don't know. Maybe there's something, but if you're 40, 50, I'm not saying dress accordingly because you have to have your own self-identity for what you are.
Right.
So some people might rock it and just do their thing. But when you're doing it to compete with a younger generation, I see that there's like some sort of an issue about people getting older.
Yeah.
When I was doing the online dating thing and I was going buck wild, like one thing you notice, like you'd see a picture of a woman, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm 33. I'm like, now unless the sun whooped your ass, no, you're not. Like, what are you trying to attract? Like, why are you trying to attract somebody who's younger? What, so you can feel younger?
Right.
There are women who, and that's why I'm wondering, is it also because of sex? Because, guys might burn out after a while. They're like, oh, God, I'm burned out. I can't have sex as often as I did when I was younger. Whereas women, they're hitting their peak in their 40s. So maybe they're like, oh, I want to get a young Studley guy. And then they get their heart broken when young Studley guy wants to have kids and, they can't, but whatever. And like you said, with the anti-aging, some of them are probably like, Rock, remember Rock?
Oh, yeah.
ROC. When Rock came out, they're anti-agent. Oh, the anti-aging agents that are in it, and you don't, like, yeah, you do. Like, gravity, you can't stop gravity.
Right. But I guess it's the whole idea of freezing time and not getting older. I mean, that's part of, like, even Greek mythology, if you really want to go back. There's always been something. Something kind of story of wanting to prevent from being old, right?
Yeah.
And now with modern science and technology, it's like 60's the new 40. It's like we're able to have a longer lifespan with hopefully less disease, less pain.
Yeah, we are living longer.
And that I think should be more celebrated versus, look, I ain't gonna look like Kylie Jenner, nor do I ever want to.
Like, why do you want to?
And yes, we know that she is boosted up in that type of look that she has in pop culture to be this beauty. But it breaks my heart when I see her because it's like, baby girl, that's not your body. That's not your face.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, but she's put up as a standard. This is it. And then all the kids follow suit. The women want to be her. The guys want to be with her. And, then you start getting the older people like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you celebrating these young? Like, this is their time. Just like it was your time. You see the old dudes who are like, oh, I'm still young. I'm going to go out and buy a new Corvette. Look at me, I'm so young. And then,
he looks so ridiculous.
And then he looks stupid with the top down with his, like 30-year-old woman, he's 70 years old.
He's like, all sunburned on his head.
And I'm like, yo, do your thing, buddy. Just note she doesn't love you for, your age, so stop playing. But, he's sitting there driving in like the carpool lane and people honking behind him because he's slow. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You're not 30 something years old. You can't do 120 miles an hour on the highway anymore. You're gonna crash. You're gonna die. You park in the handicap lane now. So stop it. But it's like people want to try to continue on and carry on with this age-defying thing. And, one thing I can understand, and you'll probably want to go into this with me, is the job market.
Oh, yeah.
So the competition between young and old generations is the job market. I can see someone who's 45 trying to compete with someone who's 25, out of school. The company is going to want the younger one because they can mold them.
They can mold them, and specifically, too, the industry, if you look into it. So let's say it's the startup industry, say it's the technology industry, right? Man, they are killing themselves to get the youngest, brightest, fresh out of school employees. So like you said, they can mold them versus the 50-year-old person that had a career in multiple places, knows how to handle themselves in an office environment, but yet they think that maybe that person is going to be too much to invest in and have to deprogram.
And that's sad. So I can see a competition in that. That's different. That's for livelihood. Mm-hmm. But we're also, we're talking more so vanity. What is it that older people want that young people have? It's maybe it's something like, God, when I was young. Oh, hey, you know what? Let's talk about the Incredible Hulk. In fact, let's talk about the episode that
with Del Frey?
With Del Frey that Andrea was talking about. So Drea, sorry, but same thing. Zodiac. Hey, welcome to the Zodiac and Andrea.
There we go.
But what Drea was talking about was the episode the first, which was basically a guy who was the first Hulk like 30 years earlier. Mm-hmm. He had the same experiment done. There's something in his blood that made him the Hulk after the gamma rays happened. But he missed that feeling because now he has arthritis.
He's got aches and pains.
Right.
He's getting, but then there was also that emotional, mental tie too that he had. He felt that he was being picked on a lot.
And also, he wanted Elizabeth. He wanted the woman. You remember?
Right.
He's like, because when he went up to her, he's like, "Look at me. I'm feeling young now. You'll learn. You'll see. I'm this. I don't have any
different. I'm different.
That's what he said. I'm different. Yeah, my arthritis." So it's like people look for that fountain of youth, and hopefully you can get it without turning green and ripping out of your clothes.
Well, and just like what happened with him, he found the fountain of youth, and what did it do? Did it give him the life that he wanted? No.
No, in fact, it was very short-lived.
Right.
Very short-lived.
It did not solve all his problems. He was not happy. He was a mess, and he ended up being murdered, like shot by the sheriff.
Yeah. So I bet you wish you had that arthritis now.
So, you'll look at some of these, let's say some of the more public figures that are always grasping at that young look, right?
Yeah.
And wonder to them what is going on with them mentally that they feel that, okay, this one filler or this one more cosmetic surgery is going to make me happy, make me look and feel that 20-something or that teen-something, because I swear it seems like it's going younger and younger. When it
does seem like it's going younger and younger. Like, you remember Courtney Stodden and the dude who was an actor?
Ew, yeah.
It's like...
The guy from Green Mile?
Yeah, that's right. I know him from Law & Order, SVU, that's why. But yeah, I forgot his name, Richard Michael, some shit. But
yeah, what was their age difference?
A lot, because she was like 16 years old.
When he met her, right? Oh, no, when he married her.
That's when he married her at 16, and he was like, wasn't he in his 40s or something like that?
Yeah,
something like that. He's like in his 40s or something. I mean, we're talking about a grown man, like, okay, cool, you can show off your hot little teenage girlfriend, which is kind of disgusting. You could have waited a few years, and of course she admitted, yeah, I cheated on him. Of course you did. You're a kid.
Right.
And he should have taken that L, been like, yeah, she cheated on me. What were you trying to do, get with somebody who was younger to try to make yourself feel younger? So you stole her youth in order to do it? I don't even know if they're together anymore. I think they broke up or something like that. She wound up making like a porno tape, which was actually pretty good. I was really actually kind of shocked that
but you think about all the cosmetic surgery that's been done to her.
And then
she's so young.
She's like 20, early 20s, I think. And like if you ever see the movie, I got to show it to you. You got to see her. Like she still looks kind of good, but it's like makeup good. But implants. I mean, her body looks amazing because she's like 21, But just like Kim Kardashian, like we said, going for that look, that eternal, I'm everything, I'm young always. And Nicki Minaj, where they get those butt implants to try to, either compete, they're competing with, these are people who are in their 30s trying to compete with the younger generation, stay relevant, and now you look at their butts that are aging. See, the thing is, your butt will age.
Gravity will kick in.
Gravity
I'm sorry,
will kick
ladies.
in.
I don't care how expensive that plastic surgeon is.
Nope.
Gravity will kick in.
Plastic surgeon or the guy in the barn.
Ew, that's right. You saw that guy.
Dude in the barn.
That was this guy that got arrested in like Hobunk, Idaho, or something for doing plastic surgery, illegal plastic surgery in a barn.
In a barn.
Who the hell would think that's a good idea?
But think about that. Like, somebody wanted that fountain of youth so badly
true, that
they were
go
willing
to
to
the
go
barn.
there. You know, there are people who do the same thing, getting back alley, injections of like silicone and things.
Right.
You
I
know?
think it was in Brooklyn. There was this woman who was injecting women with their butts with, those.
It's like caulk. It's like caulk type.
It was cement. It was liquid cement.
Yeah, like,
she was shooting people in the butt with, and one person died.
Yeah, it's like it's poison. So what was this worth?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, this is where gravity is going to get you. It's going to get you no matter what. And now, if Nicki Minaj or what's her name, Kim Kardashian, walk around without pants on, if they're walking around in a bikini, it looks grotesque.
Right.
I mean, that's the word I got to say. It's like no thighs and then butt.
There's a line between, look, you want to get a lift done? Awesome. You want to get perkier boobs, perkier butt? All power to you. As a woman, you have that choice. And as a man, if you want to get some plastic surgery done, awesome.
I mean, do your
what
thing.
What we're talking about
regardless.
is more the level of the extreme of you're trying to grasp. You're constantly rotating your life around this idea of I must look this way constantly.
Yeah.
Like, when can you just relax?
Like, when
and
can
have
you
have some pizza
and allow the wrinkles to come out? Like, I mean, I personally find wrinkles sexy. Me, I've always been into older women. I always have.
I've loved the salt and pepper.
You love the salt and pepper.
Oh my God! To me, that means a distinguished looking man.
There's something like, and I like women with gray hair. It's funny that women now, the younger generation, like millennials and younger, are dyeing their hair gray on purpose.
Right.
And I'm like, I see some women that have been out there, actresses, whatever, who are like, you know what, like who's my girl from Halloween? Who Activia. Anyway, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Uh-huh.
Like, I loved when she started graying, because she's like, you know what? I'm not falling for the standard. I am going, and she looked sexy. I loved it. I loved her hair. Like, her hair is just gray. I love the, that silver foxy look, where it just allows to be, and your wrinkle. Like, why are you trying to compete with them?
It's so exhausting.
There's no wisdom. You're not going to look like them and have the same knowledge that you have in your head.
And that's the thing. It's wisdom you gain. Really put that in. And to me, I always look towards like Sophia Loren, Rita Moreno. These women, and Raquel Welch.
Oh my God,
she has aged so gracefully.
But it's another week, and she still hasn't written a review on One Day at a Time. Somebody please email Drea at the Zydandrea.
You'll be surprised one day, like, oh, there it is, guys.
Drea at Zydandrea.com. Just email and tell her we need One Day at a Time. But they're talking about Rita Moreno. Like, if you ever see a photo of her, she's like 80, what was 80 something?
86.
She's gorgeous. Even on the TV show, she's gorgeous. She's wearing a wig in the show, but you got to see her without a wig. The salt, like, she just looks awesome.
And she is just, it's like you just give into what Mother Nature is planning for you, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, so stop lying on your online profiles. Be who you are. Be proud of who you are. The youth are going to be the youth, and they're going to exceed that way, and at some point they're going to be you.
There's always going to be somebody younger than you. There's always going to be somebody older than you.
Yeah, and more pretty and more handsome, so it's like, why are you competing? Be you.
Oh yeah, be you. Wow, that's interesting.
Wow.
That's an idea.
Well, I know. What a concept. Should I I want to be the youngest. Oh God, I'm not even gonna get into it. These people crazy. Anyway, this is it for us.
Yeah. Again, we could keep on talking about
We can keep on going. We want to hear your conversation about older people, so make sure you check us out on Zydandrea.com. Check us out at Zydandrea everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, and let us know your thoughts.
And tell us your thoughts, too, about the topics that we discussed. Do you have a favorite Hulk episode?
Or movie.
Or movie, right? And your thoughts about prayer in government.
Yeah, prayer in government. Is it something that is, necessary? And if so, why? This is not a Christian nation. It's not a religious nation. So Athena Salman did not have to give anything with the deity in it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, she didn't.
Yeah, so to be silenced like that was men being men, and just stop it. Let the woman be who she is.
And I'm watching you have House of Representatives in Arizona. You disrespect another woman, we're coming at you.
Yeah, it's gonna be
The second time you guys have done this to our representatives. Not having it.
Nah. Anyway, talk to you later.